opportunities could be overseas for you right now. Someone that's overseas, well, is there more out there? You're going to have to lose something in order to win. So Gemini, you're at a point where you're manifested and you're waiting for your thing to come in. Three of Wands is also talking about like transportation, or like it's outside of the land that you're on. Like your opportunity is actually going to be in another country, but essentially you've made your intention and now you're waiting for it to come through. Because before the Four of Wands, which is about celebration, about things coming through, about happiness and communion with an individual and celebrating that with loved ones, Three of Wands is essentially prior to that event, prior to something coming in, prior to celebrating it, you're waiting on that thing to come forward. You've made the intention and now you're waiting on the manifestation, you're waiting on the success, you're waiting on like transportation of that thing to come from overseas. So it's like you're waiting for a delivery from overseas, or you're waiting on some kind of success, or this could essentially be Three of Wands. You're actually looking outward for that success. So like that success could actually be overseas. So opportunities could be overseas for you right now. We're also seeing the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is about an emotional offering of love, of nurturing, overflowing of emotional fulfillment for you right now this month, Gemini. And we have the Queen of Cups, which goes perfectly with the Ace of Cups at the back of the deck. So you might be looking overseas, but someone is, and the fact that there's a lot of waters, but this could be like someone that's overseas going to give you their cup. The Queen of Cups is someone who's like emotionally fulfilled. She's grounded in her emotions. She's mastered her emotions. So she has that stability where she's able to center herself, not be controlled by the waves of the emotions, and provide that stability. I feel like you're waiting onward to possibly a message or something to come in from overseas. So this could be a long distance relationship in regards to like someone being overseas. The World is about completion. It is also about new beginnings, about things coming forward, new fruition. It's cool. First of all, this relationship, this connection, because we got the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups, this tells me that this is a new relationship for you, Gemini, and it's going to complete something in your life. So this is going to be a form of like the actual task of this relationship coming forward, that you could be manifesting a new relationship, could be looking outward to where you are now, because the Three of Wands does provide like a longing. They're looking outward, they're looking beyond to their place right now. So they're like looking overseas to like what is beyond. So it's almost like this yearning of like, well, is there more out there? There's this like expansion, and I'm seeing that it could be a emotional fulfillment that is outward, that is overseas, that kind of completes the cycle for you, or completes a cycle for you. What's interesting about the Five of Swords is that Five of Swords is about sacrifice, in the sense like you're sacrificing a connection to win. The Five of Swords tells us that it's about winning something, or overtaking something, or overpowering obstacles through conflict. And so that by winning the sword, there is going to be a sacrifice of a relationship, or you're going to have to lose something in order to win. Winning an argument, because this is swords energy, which is about ideas and intellectuality, intellectual foresight, but with the Five of Swords we got the Devil. So this has to do with like some sense, because the Devil is about confinement to our more like to our shadow. So like our shadow has us confined to certain behaviors, even though we can easily take off the chain. So it's like we're chained to something that actually is not holding us at all. So this can be like our shadow, this can be our desires, our something deep and dark is taking a hold of your intellectuality. So this could be a warning that don't let your ego overtake the fact like, oh, I'm going to win. The experience of wanting to win an argument just to win an argument, and being like, I'm going to sacrifice relationships and connections just for my ego to be able to feel like I won. So it's like your ego has a hold on you in regards to conflict into relationships and abandoning those connections. We have the Devil and the King of Wands to the Five of Swords. So this tells me like you're confined to something in regards to your intellectuality, in regards to like you think something needs to go a certain way in order for you to win, like sacrificing certain people, or like you need to win the argument. And the shadow of the King of Wands is having the intellectuality or the mindful agility, or like confinement of like, oh, I have to, if no one goes, if things don't go on my way, if people don't get me what I want, then I have to burn it all. So it's like burning your bridges just because you don't get your way, or you feel like you have to burn bridges in order to get your way. So Gemini, what is this Five of Swords? Two of Wands. So this is a choice. Five of Swords, winning something through conflict is you win something, but there has to be a sacrifice. And it's like you have a choice, something that you have to make a choice of. And the choice is that you have to end something. Something comes into finality of some sort. And this could feel like you have to come down to this. Like feel you don't have any other choices except this. With the Death card, it's like you feel that you're put in a corner and the only option that you can do is just to like cut ties from everyone. Like I said, with the Devil and the King of Wands, you feel like you have to burn the bridge. In order to get your way, you feel like you have to burn the bridge. So, and you feel confined, you feel limited, and you might also be, Gemini, you might actually be leading from your self-limiting beliefs. In that sense, the world and death kind of balance each other out, but you could feel like in order to begin something new, in order to venture out overseas, you have to end something. Because when the Death and Two of Wands cards combine, Gemini, this is revealing insightful messages about change and new beginnings for you. So this is indicating that a change is necessary for growth and progress, and that you are actually ready to embark on a new journey in your life. And so these cards are representing ending an old cycle for you and the beginning of a new one. It also signifies you are open to new experiences, new ideas, and new perspectives this month. You have a strong desire to explore, innovate, and create something new in your life, as we see with the Three of Wands over here. But at the same time, this combination is also indicating that you are facing numerous challenges this month and obstacles in your journey. But these setbacks are essential for growth and can foster resilience, which will be necessary for success. Three of Wands with Queen of Cups. The Three of Wands is associated with exploration, expansion, and growth. This represents that you are open to new possibilities and learning without fear of the unknown. The Queen of Cups is indicating a person who is intuitive, nurturing, and compassionate. The Queen of Cups is encouraging you, Gemini, to connect with your inner self and be receptive to your emotions emotions and feelings right now in regards to creativity, intuition, and empathy. This is representing, Gemini, for you an ideal balance between practical and the emotional. It's encouraging you this month to take a flexible and open approach towards new adventures and explore various opportunities that come your way. This is also suggesting, Gemini, that you should be willing to take risks and expand your horizon without being held back by fear. Because the Queen of Cups is reminding you to stay grounded and trust your instincts and approach situations with kindness and compassion. The Three of Wands is actually also serving as a guide for a sense of direction and drive to pursue your goals. The Three of Wands with the Queen of Cups, this is providing a nurturing, supportive environment required to take risks and explore your new ideas this month. So these cards are actually also suggesting that it is essential to maintain a harmonious balance between your intuition and practicality. And with this exploration and new ideas, you are completing something, but it's going to come forth with conflict. The Queen of Cups with the World. So the Queen of Cups is actually seen as one of the most intuitive and empathic card in tarot because she is embodying profound sense of inner emotional understanding, sensitivity, and nurturing qualities that make her an ideal mother figure. So this is something, the energy that you need to exude in at this month, at this time, Gemini. You need to connect to your emotions and your ability to nurture. These two cards together, the Queen of Cups with the World, this signifies, Gemini, achievement of emotional fulfillment and spiritual wholeness will come to you because you are on a path of self-realization and emotional maturity and spiritual growth. Because while the World card means you have reached an important milestone in your life journey, this is signifying significant personal or professional achievements such as promotion, completion of a project, or the attainment of a personal goal. The Queen of Cups suggests that you are experiencing a sense of emotional fulfillment, deepening your self-awareness and introspection, and together these two cards are actually suggesting that you are on a path to attaining a deep sense of inner peace and spiritual fulfillment right now. This actually signifies that you have achieved a level of mastery over your emotions and you have the capacity to connect with others in a more profound way. What's interesting is the beginning, these first three cards actually contrast to the end of the reading, the last card, the Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords talks about winning something through conflict, and this seems to signify like a maturing, emotional maturing, being able to emotionally step up to situations and match people's emotional energy. The emotional mother, because that is what the Queen of Cups is saying, completing cycles that are needed to complete, and this could be done through conflict. So it signifies that in order to complete certain cycles with certain people, certain situations, certain relationships, you're really going to need to embody the Queen of Cups, which is seen as the emotional nurturing mother, the crab of tarot, Queen of Cups. Because while the World is representing completion, fulfillment, and achievement, this is talking about the end of a journey for you, Gemini, and a start of a new one. What's interesting is the Five of Swords is actually associated with conflict, defeat, and betrayal. This is suggesting that you will win a battle through betrayal, through sacrifice of a relationship connection, because while this person has won the swords, these individuals have lost. So it's a sacrifice of connections in order to just like win a battle. Sacrifice of relationships, of community in order to just like win something. As we can see, the figures are depicting defeat and shame. So the victory might actually, this is showcasing that the victory might come at a steep cost. And this card is a reminder for you, Gemini, that actions have consequences, so that sometimes success can come at the expense of others. So you could be completing in regards to the lesson. I feel right now is that you need to show up in emotional nurturing as an emotional empath mother for others in regards to conflicts. So the world with the 5 of Swords, this is indicating a time of significant change and transformation for you, because the world serves as a reminder to celebrate accomplishments but to still remain humble when faced with success. This is a reminder, Gemini, that success comes at a cost, but it is important to consider the impact of your actions have on others. So there is a need for resolution and closure in relationship or situations that have caused conflict for you.